Okay, let's dive into this. Think about it. We use the internet every single day. We post, we search, we share. But what if, in doing all that, we're all part of this massive, unintentional experiment? An experiment in revealing secrets, things that were just never, ever meant to see the light of day. The original promise was so simple, almost utopian, right? The whole idea was to bring people together, to share knowledge, and to build this incredible global community. But yeah, that connection, it came with a pretty big cost. The very same system that let us share so freely also created this permanent, searchable record of our worst impulses, our biggest mistakes, and our most private thoughts. I mean, how did we not see that coming? And look, we're not just talking about one little thing here. We're talking about the hidden truths of huge institutions, the private data we all thought was locked down tight, and even the darker side of human nature itself. And what's really wild is that these secrets weren't always revealed by some master hacker. A lot of the time, it was just simple accidents, sheer negligence, or us just not realizing how visible we'd all become. Which brings us to the first giant secret the internet exposed. The fact that for most of us, online privacy, well, it's pretty much just an illusion. We all kind of operate like our direct messages or emails are like spoken conversations, temporary and private. But the reality is completely different. And we've seen it play out again and again. Leaked emails have toppled careers, exposed huge corporate scandals, you name it. All it takes is one wrong privacy setting, one simple screenshot, and a supposedly private moment is suddenly etched into public history forever. And that really gets to a fundamental rule of this new world we live in. Unlike a memory that fades, digital data, it doesn't degrade. It can be copied, stored, and brought back up years later with perfect clarity. Every post, every click, every mistake can be replayed forever. Now here's the really fascinating part. The biggest data leaks, they often come from us. Not from some shadowy hacker, but from what we willingly or sometimes unknowingly overshare. That hidden metadata in a photo can reveal your exact location. A fitness app can broadcast your daily running route to the entire world. Your browsing history paints an incredibly detailed picture of your life. A lot of the time, we are the source of our own exposure. So if privacy is an illusion, what about anonymity? Well, as it turns out, that's also largely a myth. We all hide behind usernames, right? We think we're invisible. But are you really? The internet has shown us time and time again that true anonymity is incredibly difficult to hang on to. Turns out, we're all creatures of habit. Investigators, journalists, even just amateur internet detectives can figure out who someone is just by piecing together the patterns we leave behind. Your unique writing style, the times of day you post, the other accounts you interact with. It all creates a kind of digital fingerprint. Entire online personas have been unmasked simply because, at the end of the day, we humans are pretty predictable. But it's not just about our individual mistakes. The internet has also exposed these massive, systemic failures that have laid bare the secrets of entire organizations. You'd think the most sensitive data, like military documents or corporate strategies, would be stolen in some elaborate heist, right? But so often, it's not. It's just leaked. An engineer misconfigures a server. An employee accidentally uploads a folder to a public cloud drive. It's not some grand conspiracy. It's just human error on a colossal, unbelievable scale. But maybe one of the most profound things the internet revealed wasn't even about our secrets. It was about the very systems we built. In its endless quest to keep our attention, the internet accidentally exposed a deeply uncomfortable truth about its own internal logic. The algorithms that run our social feeds, they're designed for one primary thing, engagement. And as it turns out, they learned really, really quickly that outrage spreads much faster than truth. Fear holds our attention way longer than facts do. And anger is simply more profitable than calm. The internet's own machinery showed us that what keeps us clicking isn't always what's good for us or for society. And that brings us to the final and perhaps the most startling secret the internet has exposed. It's not just about our data or our systems. It's about our own psyche. Just think for a second about what people type into a search bar when they believe absolutely no one is watching. It's become an accidental confessional on a global scale. These searches reveal the unfiltered fears, the hidden insecurities, and the secret desires that we would never, ever admit to another person out loud. And this is the core of it, isn't it? These dark thoughts and strange curiosities have always been a part of being human. The internet didn't invent them. It just created a place where they could all be expressed and this is crucial, recorded for all time. It's holding up a giant, unflattering mirror to the parts of ourselves we'd really prefer to keep hidden. So when you put it all together, the illusion of privacy, the myth of anonymity, the systemic screw-ups, and that giant mirror to our souls, you arrive at one single overarching revelation. That is the ultimate secret the internet has exposed. It's not about what others are hiding from us. It's about what we ourselves are giving away, every single day, often without a second thought. Our digital footprint has become this sprawling, permanent biography written by our own clicks and keystrokes. And all of this leaves us with a really fundamental question for our modern age. In a world where every single action leaves a trace, is the very concept of a private life, as we once knew it, basically a thing of the past? What do you think?